There you go. Should be, yes, we're live. Woohoo! Right. So everyone, welcome to Shooting the Shit, the episode of 113. 113, yay.
What?
Yes, it's a few. It's not bad. I don't know if my volume's right because it's changed a wee bit. So I don't know if that's I don't know what. I'll just deal with it. It's fine. It's usually louder than that, but I'll leave it the way it is because it looks fine here. So and yeah, fuck it. Because sometimes it's on the maxed out when I speak, and sometimes it's not. So fuck knows. Right. I don't know what I've got. I've got that stupid. Oh yes. No guests are coming on. Well, they haven't said anything yet, but sometimes halfway through the show, someone will DM me.
Yeah.
Hate that. And got the thing with things in it. Right. Thing. Where'd I go? There, hopefully. This. There we go. Now, we can talk about the PewDiePie one thing if you want as well, because that's, you know, but this annoys the shit out of me. This is retarded. So, and it's the same fucking people that done the Gamergate thing. So, well, they were involved in it at any rate, because they're corrupt as fuck, basically. When Gamergate was looking into it, it was like,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, they're complete shit.
Basically, and it's weird. They're basically they're all SJWs, like all of them, and they've got like, if you're not in their clique, then there's no way you're winning one of their awards and shit. It was weird. It's fucking weird, and it's bullshit basically. Their mates always win. Put it like that. So IGDA and Indicate are both things that were like this, and it's fucking bullshit. So if you look into it, the Gamergate resources, man, you'll know all these fucking names. You'll know all like a lot of the IG and the Indicate names.
I'm not in as deep, so I will not know all of these.
Well, this was right at the start. It's like right at the whole top part of like Gamergate, like way before 2000. It was in 2004, when Gamergate was digging into shit. Yeah, it's not surprising, because basically after that, Gamergate just started fighting stupid journalists that were talking shit, basically. Well, we're doing that at the same time as looking into this, because they came out right away and started sort of doing the same. Like, who are these people? And then, so anyway, this article will basically explain sort of. I'm not going to go through it all because it's going to piss me off. I'm getting annoyed already. Anyway, so developers around the world are coming together for an. Oh, this isn't on Polygon. Of course, it's Polygon, right? Because they're affiliated with this shit. Like that was one of the. Oh, it's weird. It's fucking weird. Oh, what was it called? Can't remember. But it's on. How do I say this? There's videos out there about it. You type in Indicate on the Indicate or IGDA and Gamergate, you'll find it. Anyway, so no wonder it's on Polygon, but so developers around the world are coming together for an activist game jam called Racist Jam. So are they all racist and they're all going to be making racist games?
That'd be really funny.
I think the Nazis should take that one. Call it Racist Jam. Have their own, and like just I don't know. Have like.
I bet somebody made like just a bunch of racist games. They would sell way more than any feminist game has ever sold for.
Probably.
Which would be hilarious.
At least that way they would be funny. Like, this is what Gamergate hated, pushing agendas in games. Like, games are shit when you do that. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is you can put it in there without putting it in your face. Like, this is why it's shit doing this. So anyway, the online event cites the perceived increase of authoritarianism in the United States and abroad. Organisers say the event is a creative response to the what I call rise of fascism. Oh really? Oh, fascism is when get like someone that's in power that you don't like. That what they're on about? I don't understand. It's fucking weird.
Who knows anymore?
Yeah, we want to find ways that game developers can be active towards what we consider the very opposite and potentially fastest policies that are coming out of the US and other countries right now. Tyler Ullman, Austin-based developer known for an iOS game and other projects. Okay, so I don't consider iOS games proper games. So I wouldn't really call them a game developer, but that's just me. I mean, fine, but the Jam has support and the sponsorship of both the International Game Developers Association, which is the IGDA, and Indicate. Of course it does. Of course it has support of the fucking idiots. Several high-profile developers will also lend their experience, including Ron Gilbert, who done Manic Mansion and Timbleweed. He used to be like, yes, sort of, maybe used to be. Manic Mansion was like a big game back in the day. But I'm talking like 30 years ago. So like,
I'm not even 30. That's too old for me.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He used to be like Timbleweed just came out the other week or whatever. But I don't even know what the fuck it is. Like, so that's how high profile he is. Like, he used to be, but not anymore. Like, no one. Honestly, you know I like games. I have never heard of that game, and it came out like in 2017 at some point, according to the wiki. I don't know. Can't be that good. And then we've got Ramal Ismail. Now, he was also part of Gamergate as well. So yeah, he's deep into that shit. And he's done Nuclear Throne and Leftovers. I've heard of that one. Don't know what this one is. But they're not high profile. They're not high. they're not high profile. Like to be considered high profile, I would say you would need I don't know, at least made it fucking AAA game in the last fucking decade, right? None of these people have. So, the goal of the jam will be to produce games that confront authoritarianism and the abuse of power with non-violent games encouraged. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Sounds fucking awesome, because non-violent games really are popular nowadays. They're not. I can't even think of a game that doesn't have violence in it. It actually. Like any game.
Oh no, wait, no.
Like, because most of them have violence in them.
But Pong.
Well, yeah, but who wants that? Like,
Tetris.
Yeah, but they're puzzle games. That's fine.
Yeah, so I guess you'd have to say that the only non-violent games would probably mostly be puzzle games. New or old puzzle games. Like even... Oh my god, you know what? Even Jelly Crush, which I have on my phone, has violence in it, because a lot of the times when you get like a thing to get a special little jelly, it like, and you're like playing against the computer, it like knocks the computer out, and then they get little stars around their head. So even that has violence.
Yeah.
But I would say there's a couple, but I would say it's rare, because that they most likely have some sort of violence, even if it's small like that.
Yeah. Cats. Damn it. Cats. Oh. Sorry, now I'll close the door. Fucking little bastard. Right. Comfy again. Okay, so yeah, and I don't understand what they're saying. It's retarded, because like, how many World War II games have you got out there? Are they not fighting fascism? Is that not why World War II happened? I don't understand. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what are you on about, you weirdos? Oh, here you go. We have billions of dollars worth of games that are all about going out and killing Nazis. I don't think we need a bunch of game jams for that. But we don't have many games like Parable of the Polygons and Papers, Please and Cart Life. Okay, I know what Papers, Please is. But, that's fine. But the very specific experience that explores issues in our society, so that's what we're really trying to create and engage people to create. But that's not gonna, you know, the website for the game jam goes further. Nothing that game's about. Self-care, personal experiences, and activism are all absolutely valid methods of expression. And
I suppose so.
organizer Damien Rees, a developer from Australia whose portfolio includes Starbound, yes, that's quite good, that one, and Hit Hacknet Labyrinth, whatever.
I'm sorry. I drank some water and
Went down the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
says that the game jam is in response to developers wanting to use their unique skills to make their voices heard. Why can't your voices just be heard? Don't understand. Just do what
I guess
do.
we can use that like platform, but people don't like things to be shoved at them at the same time. In video games and movies, TV shows, people generally don't like things to be like really in their face and shoved at them.
Oh god, it was awful. It's shit, and it makes it shit because you're like, can't you just do this in a way that isn't like this? Like, fucking, I don't know if you've seen it or tried to watch. I tried to watch Supergirl, right? The new one, the TV show, right? Because the movie, I used to love the movie when I was a kid. I loved all the Superman movies. Supergirl one, which is really cheesy and shit, but it was a girl and she had nice tits, so yes, I'll have that. It's quite good too. Yes. So, I thought I'll watch this one and see what it's like, because I like that shit. I didn't like Smallville that much, but I like when it's centered on like the super character, like not the other character that Superman plays. I like it more when it's like Superman going about doing decent stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So I thought, oh, Supergirl, I'll give it a try, see what it's like. And it was okay. But every 5 minutes, it'd be like, oh, it's because I'm a girl, isn't it? Because I'm this, because I'm that. And it was like feminism shoved in your face. And it wasn't. Like, what they should have done was, because she hadn't used her powers that well, she was just getting used to her powers, right? So she would try and save people and sort of fuck it up, but still save them, but still fuck it up. She could have done a better job, but at least she saved some people, right?
Yeah.
And so in the thing, it was like the papers were complaining and shit. Of course they would. Oh, you could have saved more. Your Superman's better than you. Blah blah blah. Right? And the whole thing, instead of just saying, "Well, yeah, it's my powers. I'm not used to them. I've not used them," right?
And
They
he's
went,
used
"Oh,
them for a lot more.
Exactly." Instead of saying that, they said, "Oh, they're just sexist." Like,
Dumb.
what? I was just, what? And they kept pushing that throughout 3 episodes that I watched. It just kept going further and further into that shit. I was like, oh, fuck off.
You notice it's not really that popular.
Yeah, because it's fucking shit. Like, they didn't make sense, because you're sitting watching it and going, right, okay, I see that she's fucking up because she's not used to her powers and stuff. And then when you see her and her friends and shit talking about it, they're like, oh, it's because you're a girl. You just sit there and you go,
that's exactly how feminists think. But if they get any sort of criticism, it isn't because they're doing something wrong or
that's the problem with the show, right?
It's because you're a woman. Yeah,
it's like she knows, everyone knows that she's new and she's not used to her powers, right? The show actually shows you that on the screen, right? But the writing doesn't say any of that. You can actually see it, and you can see she's not used to using them, and that's how she fucks up, because she flies too fast or whatever, and fucks up, or she does something else and it fucks up. Like, she's not used to her powers yet. She's getting used to them, and yeah, I was just like, nope. No, can't watch this anymore. This is fucking ridiculous. But if they just let it go with, the way it should have been written is, I'm fucking up a bit, I'm just getting used to my powers. Give me a break. Everyone would be like, okay. That sounds fine. That sounds reasonable. But yeah, it's shit. It's shit. It keeps going back to that feminism thing all the time. So anyway, I don't know where I'm at. Yes. How can we make a difference between that as beyond the standard forms of getting involved? We can call our senators, we can go on protests, but what is it that game developers specifically can do that's unique to us? To me, a game jam seems like the first and easiest thing. Of course it would be, because you're not really wanting to do anything that might be hard, you fucking dickhead. Like all these fuckers. Oh, I want to do something, but I think I'll make it easy.
Yeah, you know what I've found in my life? Growing up throughout school and my art and everything, I always chose the hardest thing I could. What is the most we had to draw butterflies. Well, what's the most complicated butterfly I can draw? We had to draw it from the picture, and I picked the option that the butterfly that was more complicated to challenge myself. And I feel like if you're really passionate about something, including making games, you're going to challenge yourself and not go for the easiest thing necessarily.
Well,
because you're going to want to improve your skills I
think they mean the easiest thing to put across their political point as well, maybe. Like
maybe.
But the best way to do that is make a fucking decent game. And I'll tell you what.
That's true. And actually, maybe a good way to do that is is if you put forth a good storyline that doesn't shove it in people's face, but it's more subtle. Yep. You'll get across more people. You'll get it across.
Okay. There is a game called Spec Ops: The Line.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it is. It's not that great a game. Like, it's just your generic third-person shooter war game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the things you have to do in it, and it's the story. Like, by the time you're finished that game, you're sitting back going, what the fuck? That's fucking awful. Like, it's just war in general. They've twisted it, and it shows you just like as you're going through the game, because of the nice nuance thing that's sort of happening, and by the end it's turned the whole thing on its head, and you're like, holy shit, that was an experience. Like, you weren't just like, oh, that was good. It was like, whoa, wait a minute, like, what have I just done? Like, it was weird. I'm not wanting to try and spoil it, but it's fucking good. But it's weird. And that's the way to do it. If you want to do something, do it like that. Because that was a mad good experience. Or like a game. I know I've said that before. I keep saying it because it's one of the best ones I've played recently that had like an agenda behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it's so well done that it's worth playing just for the story. Like, it's really well done.
You'll reach a wider audience that way.
Well, I don't think it did, because it wasn't a great game. Like, it doesn't do anything different than any other game, apart from the story, which was really fucking good. It's a pity the game wasn't better. The game needed to be better, yet the story, it was so well done. Everything about it was so well done, but the gameplay wasn't that great and stuff. So it was an average-ish game with a really good, weird, twisted story. So I don't think a lot of people played it. Could be wrong, but yeah, definitely. If anyone sees that on sale, definitely get it. Very good. So the jam format is usually, for many reasons, not least of which is there is no prior game development experience required. According to racist jam organizer, I love that name. It's so funny. Like, you're gonna have a racist jam. All the Nazis turn up. Well,
The most
actually,
racist person in the world.
Nazis aren't really that. I know more racist people than Nazis. Like, there is some. Like, there's worse than Nazis, but Nazis just come to mind when you think of it. Organisers will be providing mentorship and workshops for experienced members of the game industry and make sure that as many people as possible can participate no matter their skill level. Oh, these are going to be awful games. These games are going to be fucking shit. So no one's going to care. Like, there's no point in this. They're all going to have the political bullshit, and they're all going to be shite. Good job, guys. Good job. I think... Do you know what I think this is? This is because they think gamers are a bunch of Nazis. Right? They want to make games that are going to say, you can't be Nazis. Right? That's what it sounds like to me.
That would be hilarious.
No one's going to play these games, you fucking idiots. Like, what's the point? A bunch of them are just about game dev, pixel art, and interactive narrative. Right, so they're shite. No one likes the games. Said Reese, who will be trying to record as many of the workshops as possible for wider distribution. But we've also got ones about accessibility, representation, especially queer representation, and chronic illness representation. We've got one about using sound art to make Unity games, a music smear. What the fuck? Right, a game maker to good. Oh god, this isn't game development. This is bullshit. Developers who plan to present workshops or create entities from the jam include Ismail and Gilbert, but also John Kurikowski, Strange Loop Games, Echo, Rob Jagnow, Lazy 8 Studios, Cogs, Matt Hill, Mike Games, Cozy Road. Also presenting will be Eric Martin and Mark Delora. I think. Two men with connections to the administration of the former President Barack Obama. Oh good. So we know exactly what type of political movement this is then.
Mm-hmm. If there was any doubt before.
Yeah. Other speakers and topics will be finalised soon, organisers said. The jam will be virtual and participants will be free to take part from anywhere in the world. Seminars will be held online and all communications will be coordinated through a Discord server. Oh shit. Remember? Do you remember last week's show with the Discord server?
Yeah,
This is going to be brilliant. This is
they're gonna get raided.
They're going to get raped. Oh, it's going to be so funny. Oh, what? That's the worst idea ever. Oh, fuck. Mm.
4chan's gonna be all over that. Or 8chan.
Yeah.
Whichever one.
Right, both of them. Probably. I don't know how much 4chan would be into this side because I left 4chan at the Gamergate thing, I think. I'm not sure. Um, that was a big thing. Like, there was a big exodus from 4chan, 8chan. It was like, was the Gamergate. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So helping provide blah 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 visibility for the event and media sponsors, which include IGDA and Indicate. Kate Edwards is the executive director of IGDA. He has professional connection to the issues of authoritarianism, nationalism, and fascism. What? In the days after Trump's president, Edwards wrote in a post on Facebook that game developers wield an amazing, powerful medium to affect hearts and minds, to educate, to enlighten, expand horizons, and to help people experience life through others' eyes. If you want another outcome, she wrote, if you want to make a difference, then wield that power, and in the long term. What?
What? Yeah, I'm confused. This sounds like really propaganda-y.
No, it is, but I don't understand that sentence.
Yeah,
If you want to make a difference, then wield that power, and in the long term, it sounds like it's been cut off.
Yeah, it kind of does. Like there should be something else there. Maybe not.
I don't know.
I guess
Maybe
she's just talking about.
And in the long term, what? That you can't.
Maybe she's just talking about it in general.
It just sounds. It doesn't sound right to me. Like, I don't know.
She might just be talking about it in general.
Yeah, I know, but it still doesn't sound like a good sentence.
I didn't say it sounded like a good sentence. I said maybe she's talking about it like in general.
Oh, here comes my like, I do this a lot. Like, I said, that's fucking dumb. No, change it and use a different word, because what you're trying to say there doesn't look right. Guarded. I don't understand. It just fucking annoying me. Shit like that annoys me. Edwards told Polygon. Oh, that's another thing Gamergate found out, that Edwards used to be a he as well. So, yeah, she's Kate Edwards is not the name she was born with. She's transgender. So she used to be, can't remember, but they dug it up and they dug into his past, and he's basically there's something dodgy. I have to look it all up. There's something dodgy about it. Like, he's been dodgy before or some shit, and then because the name had changed, no one could find it. And then they found out, and then they looked, and it's like, oh, this all makes sense now. Something, or to that effect anyway. Edwards told Polygon that in her role in the IGDA, the regularly works with the US Citizenship and Services Department of Homeland Security, has personally signed more than 300 advisory letters on behalf of immigrants seeking to enter the US, work in the industry. He says recent moves by the Trump administration to limit immigration as a direct threat to the game industry. How? If you don't have enough in your country to do it, why not train the young ones and do it? Like, or everything's digital now anyway, so like, just get them to do their job wherever the country is and pass it through the internet.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking shit. She's talking shit. Like, I can do work and then upload it on like a Dropbox or whatever, and then like they're doing it right now with Star Citizen and stuff. They've got like groups of people working on certain parts of the game all over the world. they've got fucking studios everywhere that are doing part of the game, and then they're going to put it all together and like full shit, women. This all underscores the fact is that industry is need to be prepared to advocate on our behalf and on the behalf of those who don't really have the voice. That who doesn't have a voice nowadays, you can get on anything and talk if you want. Like make a YouTube thing or whatever. Like or a blog or like I think this is another event that shows the game industry can and should be vocal about social issues, because games as an art form and as a medium have a lot to say and a lot to be leveraged as an educational tool. Yeah, no, that's not the games itself. It's not. Games are there to have fun. They're not there to push fucking social agendas on your fucking ass. Unless it's in a good way, playing before. Fine, like a movie. Like you can have movies that are politically done or whatever, or have a political agenda, but it can still be good. It can still be quite fun or whatever. As long as it's not in your face all the time and bullshit.
I'm trying to force people into it.
Like that retarded video game, I think it was called Sunset or something. You're basically a black woman working in a house, a rich guy's house. You were a cleaner. That was the whole game. Cleaned the dishes.
What?
Mopped the floor. And that was a game.
That sounds retarded.
Yeah, that's what type of games are these guys are making. And then they complain when no one buys it. I mean, why would you want a simulator of cleaning someone's house? I mean, you clean your own house. Why would you want to sit there in a game doing it?
I wouldn't.
Don't know.
That's for sure.
No one did, and it didn't sell well, and they blamed it on Gamergate. And told the games industry to fuck off.
Everything's Gamergate.
Pretty much. Edwards told Polygon that the IGDA is also leading efforts to formal rally outside the game development conference and to protest these same issues. Permits are pending for the city of San Francisco. Of course it's fucking San Francisco. That's where all the nutcases come from. Fuck San Francisco. Indicate an organisation that supports independent developers specifically and hosts multiple festivals around the US, has also signed on to support Racist Jam. So many parts of the agenda that go to global authoritarianism flies in the face of what we try to do, indicates Chief. Like the indie game industry, we collaborate across borders, partners, embracing differences, find creative solutions to problems. Yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that. Doesn't mean you want like certain immigrants coming in here and changing the laws to suit them because there's so many of them. Or them getting away with it like in Germany and fucking have rape gangs and shit. Or whatever. Like, no one's bothered about that stuff. Fucking idiots. The stuff that you fucking try to hide that everyone's bothered about.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
The lies, the deceit, the twisting.
Not all Muslims. Yeah, it's not all of them. But if you let a lot in, you're going to get the bad ones. So how about we don't? I don't understand why that can't be a thing. At the moment, that's where all the shit's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember when like Northern Ireland and there was terrorist bombs and stuff, the IRA and that, like, back in the day. Yeah, we fucking stopped them coming over. We checked them. If they had a Northern Irish accent, they were fucking checked. Doubly so, right? That wasn't racist. It was to make sure they weren't fucking terrorists. Okay? That wasn't... You can't say that was racist because they're white as well. Right? We had... I was over there because my uncle and granny and my dad's side of the family come from there. And we were over there when all that shit was happening. And they were fucking checkpoints on roads with military fucking checkpoints on roads that you had to stop at. You would have to fucking stop at them because if you didn't, you'd get shot. Now, that wasn't racist. That was just making sure everyone was safe. It was to stop the terrorists. Like, that's what happens when terrorists blow shit up and you're a certain, like, group of people. Like, they start shutting shit down. They stop you getting it.
But yeah, it makes
to blow shit up.
sense. It's a response to a threat.
There were...
Not a good response to the threat is to just allow everyone in with no checks.
It's okay, guys. Come on. Come on, it's alright.
Yeah. No checks. No. Everything will be fine.
But when I was at my grand's, and it's a tiny little place in Northern Ireland, right? Tiny, even tinier than the little town I live in here. Well, maybe... No, it is. It's smaller than the one just. Not by that much, but it is smaller. And that had 2 checkpoints. Like, military ones. At the top and round at the bottom and stuff. Like, the access to the main street bit, and then further round when you got out of the main street bit where it would go up into like the different bit. But it was like the main shop bit they cordoned off, basically. And that was checked. That was a checkpoint for, especially when there was like bombs and shit going off. That they would set them up. It's gone now, thank fuck. Everyone's calmed down a bit now. But back in the day, that's what it's like. And we didn't go, oh, it's because you're racist. Like, we knew that there's a reason for it. That's why they're there. Shit happens. Like, can't do nothing about it. It's not because they're racist, it's because they're wanting to stop you bombing shit up. So I don't know why that was like obviously back in the 80s and 90s and stuff. So I don't know why it's changed to this other way of thinking because the people are a different colour. I think it's these fuckers that are racist, to be fair. I think it's them that are racist. And they're just like, oh, you must be racist if you're doing this. It's like, no, because we've got a reason for it. The reason isn't racist. Therefore, it's not racist. You're the one that's racist because you are thinking it's about race when it's not. They do this all the time, fucking hell. Anyway, I don't know if we'll get through all this. Oh well, I will finish this. So racist jam is not what found dictate. The tractors, the organisers. Well, of course not, because it's fucking idiot. It's stupid. But actually, we've been getting a decent amount of attention from the alt-right. Yeah, so it's all the alt-right and the Nazis. Referring to an offshoot of the conservative mix and racism.
Not even half the people that they're getting it from are actually alt-right.
No, there'll be gamers and be like, what the fuck are you doing? No one likes games like this. You say, shut up, you're alt-right. You're Gamergate. guaranteed. Which is an offshoot of a conservative mix in racism, white nationalism, and populism. What? It's very gratifying. The more the alt-right cares about you, the more good you're doing in the world.
Oh my god, they're dumb. That's how they measure themselves?
Yeah, virtue
Oh,
signaling.
we know we're doing good because we're getting criticism from these people that are all alt-right.
Mm-hmm.
That's retarded. That logic is so friggin' dumb. I can't.
You know what's worse? Every person that's criticising them is alt-right because...
They're criticizing them.
Yeah.
So it's like this endless loop of, well, we can't be doing anything wrong because we're getting criticized by the alt-right, right? And by the way, everyone that doesn't agree with us is alt-right.
Exactly.
Oh my god. That's why it's
Brilliant.
so flipping retarded.
I know, that's the way they think. It's brilliant. For that reason, the website includes options for those who want to participate anonymously. It also encourages those publicly involved to take their online and real-life safety seriously during and after the event, and gives advice on how to do so. Why? It's the, oh, wait, the alt-right neo-Nazis are going to fucking find out where they live and kill them.
Yeah, don't you know anything more?
No.
That's what happens all the time.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, gamer get killed thousands of people. Yeah, the FBI let them away with it. It's terrible. General
Because
idea.
they're Gamergate, the FBI couldn't do anything.
Yeah, no, we've got people in the FBI too, and they're like, oh, they can't have this. The general idea is that they are upset that we're making games to resist fascism within our media. What? No, it's not. It's because you're making shit games. Holy fuck.
And you
Within
have
our
shit
culture.
ideas.
Yeah. We say nothing about our particular political leaders. You're not directly mentioning Trump or Brexit or anything like that. You don't know what you're talking about. Fucking hell. They're retarded. What's Brexit got to do with racism, you fucking idiots?
Well, because they didn't want all those mass immigration anymore, so, that's racist.
No, it's just because we've had enough.
No,
and
you
the
have to let
EU
them
was getting
all,
shit as well.
If you don't let them all in, you're racist.
We don't want them all in. We can't let them all in. Not space to let them all in. Holy shit.
No, you gotta let them all flood into the country or you're racist.
Or anything like that. We're just saying these games go against authoritarianism, and yet they're still very interested in kind of co-oping our event. Racist Jam runs from March 3rd until March 11th. Registration information is available. Right, so, no, but you've just said it's about the alt-right. And then you say it's not about Trump or Brexit or anything like that. It's just going games against authoritarianism. You are the authoritarians, you fucking idiots. Holy shit. Oh, no. Anyway, that's that thing done. I'll end the YouTube thing.
Okay.
You know what? I fucking hate doing this. So you can get that other thingy up, and you can start reading some of that. I'll be back. Okay.
Which other